beware, beware. This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you, Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Good Thursday morning, everybody. And as always, you know, I'm pissed off about something. You can't get up in the morning without being pissed off about something. And I got to tell you, this transgender crap is really getting me down. We've got planes being shot down, allegedly shot down over in Egypt. We've got people starving. We've got violence in the street. And guess what? The major topic is some stupid-ass transgender son of a bitches, and it's not politically correct to say that, but I'm tired. You get on TV. These stupid-ass white commentators on TV, they're talking to some jerk-off who's a man who thinks he's a woman. And these guys these are professional TV people. They call them ma'am, miss. What the hell's wrong with these idiots? And I'm not talking about the idiot transgender. There's going to be, I tell you what, we're going to take one of our stations and we're going to be, we're the country station here. We've got the Golden Oldie station. We're transferring our 1490 station from sports to hot talk. But maybe we need to take one of these stations and make it a transgender station. The transgender station for the 1/2% of idiots out there who want to be something they're not. Hey, I want to be a Hall of Fame baseball player. I want to be the president. I want to be a normal human being, but none of that's ever going to happen to Bob Romanik. So you can want, crap in one hand and wish in the other. And I guarantee you know which one will get filled up first. I'm just tired of this politically correct crap. I'm tired of everybody, every little small subculture. Get the headlines. Let's have the headlines, less crime in this great United States. Let's have headlines, people are finally eating in this great United States. Let's have headlines that there's a cure for cancer in this great United States. People all throughout the world, they don't like us. They fear us. They like our money. But now, they don't like us. They still like our money. And I don't even know if they fear our great American country anymore. I think it's sometimes we're the laughingstock. You see this election crap, and I'm part of it at this point. But hell, I'm running for state representative. I mean, that's a minuscule position in government. Minuscule, if at best. But here's a presidential candidates. They're giving each other more crap than I ever thought about giving people. Well, maybe it's a toss-up. But this is local elections. This is not national elections. And I say that on both sides of the aisle. I say that with Trump. I say that with Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. Hell, if they need an idiot to be president, hell, elect me. Hell, I can do just as bad a job as those people. And I don't think I'm quite as embarrassing, maybe, but not quite. But see, I don't represent, and I will not represent the people of this great country. I'll represent the people of my legislative district, and there's a little bit of difference between a real small, minute area and this great United States of America. But they want to emphasize all the bull crap. The serious stuff never gets addressed. Most of the time, the serious stuff never gets acknowledged. And you guys know that. Hey, lines are always open. We are America's Voice of Freedom. I know I say to call. Sometimes I go crazy and I don't take calls. Sometimes I rant and rave. I don't take calls. And sometimes I don't take calls because I just don't want to take calls. But feel free to call. We are America's Voice of Freedom. Definitely the Patriot. And call toll free. Chime in on any subject. 1-888-394-1430. On the east side, 394-1190. Let's take care of our little bit of housekeeping. And we're going to talk about Governor Rauner. And the guy at breakfast this morning says, hey, Romanik, you're running on the Republican ticket. I said, no, I'm on the Republican ticket. At this point, I'm running as a candidate for state representative. I want to be on the Republican ballot. Why the hell you got to be on a Republican ballot, a Democratic ballot? Put your ass on the ballot and let people decide. Don't let them decide because you got an R or a D or an I for independent behind your name. Let them decide after they've researched what you're about, what you're going to do. And not so much where you've been, because I've been all over. I've been all over the block on both sides, good and bad. And I've learned from all my experiences, good and bad. But it's not where we've been, people. It's where we're going. You heard me yesterday. They don't give a damn about Trump being a womanizer back in the day. They don't give a damn about some bankruptcies. They don't give a damn about Hillary and this email that I think is totally illegal and maybe criminal. They don't give a damn about that. That's the general public in this great United States. They're so desperate, they just want some leadership. They want some results. They don't care where you've been. It's where you're going. And I don't know where the hell we're going, but let's take care of housekeeping and then we'll move on. Friday, May the 20th. Saturday, May the 21st. The Nick Fest at St. Nicholas Church in the great little town of O'Fallon, Illinois. Love the people up in O'Fallon. Every time we go there, they're very receptive. And I want to put a special salute out to Mayor Gary Graham. He's done a great job for the good people of O'Fallon. And you guys keep up the good work. It's a great, great place to visit. And I'm sure a great place to live. But coming up Friday, May the 20th. That's this Friday and Saturday, May the 21st. They're Nick Fest at St. Nicholas Church in O'Fallon, Illinois. They're going to have the Smash Band. They're going to have rides. They're going to have ball battles, dodgeball battles, St. Clair School Choir, newlywed game. They're going to have mass. They're going to have other jazz bands. It's going to be a great time this Friday and Saturday at St. Nicholas Church in O'Fallon, Illinois. If you need any more information, you can go on the website, St. Nicholas, common spelling, O'Fallon.org. Or you may call 618-632-1797. The radio station's going to make it out there. And again, thanks to all the good people in O'Fallon. Don't forget, coming up this Saturday and going through October the 29th from 8 a.m. to noon, they're going to have their farmers market sponsored by the Fairview Heights Community Garden. It will be held again every Saturday, starting this Saturday and going in through October the 29th. They're located at 10,207 Lincoln Trail in Fairview Heights. That's the St. John's United Church of Christ. If you have any questions or concerns, you can call Jan at 779-3217. Our Polish-American War Vets having their summer meat shoot coming up Sunday, May the 22nd. I guess that's this Sunday. It'll be held at the Polish-American War Vets, located at 2180 North 81st Street in Caseyville. Any questions or concerns, you can contact 618-398-5040. And Chico and the guys, the radio station will make it out there. Community Breakfast Buffet coming up Sunday, June the 5th from 8:30 to 11:30 a.m. It's prepared by the Women of the Moose, and it'll be held at the O'Fallon, Illinois American Legion, located at 109 North Penn Street in O'Fallon, Illinois. Don't forget the Wood River Kiwanis Club. Their annual barbecue coming June the 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Head East. Head East will be performing May the 28th at the American Legion in the great little village of Steelville, Illinois. Head East was a local band who made it good. Going to have a great time. Doors open at 6. Meet and greet starts at 7. You can get general admission tickets for $20 or VIP meet and greet tickets for $75. If you want to come on down, the radio station will be there. You can contact President Don Gates at 618-599-3922 for a great time to listen to the band, the local band who made it big, Head East. The American Legion Post, 1937 out of Belleville, having their meet, shoot, and wheel raffle and drawing this Sunday, May the 22nd, at TR's Place, located at 4901 Concordia Church Road in Belleville. Starts at 12 noon. Any questions or concerns, you can contact Commander Jim Farbus at 618-409-1212. Don't forget, you can pick me up on iTunes. Type in Bob Romanik and or the Grim Reaper Radio. You can go to our streaming site, insanebroadcasting.com. One word, common spelling for the best of all three of our stations. You can now hear my repeat performance every day at 4 o'clock p.m., Monday through Friday, and also broadcasting from the graveyard to the graveyard shift every night at the stroke of midnight. Also, like us on Facebook, KQQZ 1190 AM or KZQZ 1430 AM. You can go to my personal Facebook, Fans of the Grim Reaper, and don't forget, St. Clair County Freedom Coalition on Facebook. You can get all the political cartoons. You can get all of the political activities going on all throughout St. Clair County. You don't want to miss that. That's the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition on Facebook. On this date, May the 19th, 1848, the first department store opened. On this date, May the 19th, 1857, William Channing and Moses Farmer were granted the first patent for an electrical fire alarm system. On this date, May the 19th, 1884, the first Ringling Brothers Circus was performed. On this date, May the 19th, 1898, postcards were first authorized by the United States Post Office. On this date, May the 19th, 1906, the Federated Boys Club, the forerunner of the Boys Club of America, was organized. On this date, May the 19th, 1911, the very first United States criminal conviction based on fingerprints took place in a New York City courtroom. On this date, May the 19th, 1929, a stampede in Yankee Stadium crushed 2 people to death. On this date, May the 19th, 1964, it was discovered that Russians had bugged the United States Embassy in Moscow with more than 40 microphones hidden in the walls of the embassy. On this date, May the 19th, 1967, the first United States airstrike was launched on central Hanoi, the capital of North Vietnam, in the Vietnam War. On this date, May the 19th, 1992, the 27th Amendment to our great Constitution, which prohibits Congress from giving itself midterm raises, went into effect. Now, I got to ask, what asswipes need a law saying you can't give yourself a raise? You know, these no good political son of a bitches, cockroach-sucking son of a bitches, these rotten bastards, do you see people? They just don't give a damn. You got to have a law? You got to have a law? Why can't it just be morally right not to give yourself a raise in the middle of your term? But see, these politicians, they got to have laws, because if not, you know what they'll do? They'll screw us to death. On this date, May the 19th, 1992, Vice President Dan Quayle blasted Murphy Brown, saying that the TV character was a symbol of moral decay because she was an unwed mother. That's back in 1992. That's not far, but there again, the Vice President of this great United States, a typical politician, going to cast a bad light on a fictitious character, of course, Murphy Brown. She had a child out of wedlock. Who gives a damn? That's a precious child. Who gives a damn if somebody's married? Now, you real religious people may give a damn, and it may cost me votes, and I know it's not politically correct, but I'll be damned. Let's look past the few indiscretions of people Look what was produced. A precious child. So you politicians, kiss my ass, will you? That's what happened on this date, May the 19th, throughout all these years in our world's history. It just pisses me off. We've got some callers. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Yeah, good morning, Bob. I just want to remind everybody that there's a group of veteran bikers who are starting in Ontario, California, and they started yesterday, and they're running to the Wall Memorial in Vietnam. And it's for POW, MIAs, prisoners of war, missing in action, the people who can't ride with them. And they're going to be coming through on I-64 right under the, right by the Scott overpass exit. Last year, my wife and I went, and we were the only two out there. I want to get us out there and cheer them on as they drive by.
Okay, sir, are you a veteran, sir?
I am.
Well, I want to salute you first for your service to this great country. Now, these guys are coming from California, and what is their mission?
They're riding all the way to the Vietnam Wall in memorial for all the people who died that are, they're POWs, MIAs, the prisoners of war, and the ones that were killed in action. So they're riding from it's Ontario, California, and they started yesterday, and they're going to the Vietnam War Memorial in memory of all those people who didn't come home.
Yeah, we're talking about our brave heroes that can't speak for themselves.
Yeah, that's correct, sir.
And when's that going to be, sir?
That will be Tuesday, the 24th, and we'll all be meeting right there at that Scott exit right over I-64.
Right over Interstate 64 at the Scott exit.
And they'll be passing somewhere between 10:45 and 11 o'clock. My wife and I will be out there at 10 o'clock, so everybody will know, the two people sitting over the overpass. That's where they'll be passing underneath us.
You know what, sir? Give me a call off the air. We may do a live broadcast there, and I don't give a damn if anybody likes it. If that's all we do is acknowledge and recognize the people that are signifying and putting into the forefront our heroes that can't speak for themselves anymore. Stay on the air or stay off the air whenever we get done. And people, if you guys can make it out on the 24th, I would ask you, not as a favor to me, but a favor to this great country. It's going to be on the 24th, about 10 o'clock, 10:30. I think the radio station, we're going to try to make it out there to do a live remote. And if we do nothing but acknowledge those motorcyclists that are acknowledging our military heroes, if we do nothing else on my show that day, that'll be one of my better shows. Sir, stay on the phone. We'll get that information, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Bob.
Got another caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Hello?
Hello.
This is Tom.
Hey, Tom. This is Bob.
Yeah. Hey, did you read in the paper how they can solve that transgender deal?
No, but give it to me.
They're going to put up a bathroom. One stall, one stool, one sink. Put on a door, transgender. If you're a girl and think you're a boy, go in there. If you're a boy and think you're a girl, feel free to go in there. Leave the other ones alone.
But you know what that'll do, Tom? That'll just make the cost for every business, every school, every a public entity, that's just going to have more cost. Why the hell would you say, Tom, why do we need more cost for such a small minority of people to be represented? Why the hell do we need to spend our taxpayers' dollars? Why do the good business people that are working hard to make their money, why would they have to put more expense into another bathroom, you think?
Well, that's the whole thing. That's what they want them to do.
Now, you know what? I think they ought to have that bathroom. But let's do remember us old folks back in the old days when you went into White Castle? You ate those hamburgers and you had to take a crap because it went right through you. They'd charge you a nickel, Tom. Do you remember back in the day when White Castle charged you a nickel to use the bathroom?
Yep.
Well, that's what, I'm going to bring, Tom, thank you very much for the call. Where you live at, Tom?
Waterloo.
You live in Waterloo. Well, you guys down in Monroe County, keep up the good work. That's a great idea. If elected to the state legislature, I'm going to be all for a transgender bathroom. But I'm going to make them, this is the Donald Trump syndrome. Donald Trump's going to make Mexico pay for the wall. I'm going to make the transgenders pay for the bathroom. You can have a transgender bathroom. We'll say that all businesses have to have it, but they're going to recoup their expense, their losses, by charging these ignorant, stupid son of a bitches that are disrupting. And I know it's not politically correct to say that, but I do not give a damn. These political idiots, and these guys are, it's a political movement. You know, the next thing, and I've got something here, and I don't want to make light of this because it ain't pretty. Got a pedophile. They sent me this, and Kent, thank you very much for your information and all the kind words all the time. Says, I'm not a monster, a pedophile on attraction, love of children. And this idiot, stupid son of a bitch wants everybody to understand him, wants everybody to understand his psychic, his inside. Well, you know what? I got something I put on your inside, you idiot, stupid son of a bitch, but that's where this world's coming to. The pedophiles are going to want a bathroom, and I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there, and I won't. But the pedophiles want a bathroom, I guess, so they can do their thing. And you know what I'm talking about. And that's what's becoming this great country of ours. We just let this politically correct crap kill us. Let's be politically insane like me. Let's don't take this crap anymore. Let's don't even let it get started. Let's don't have that seed. Let's don't have that seed even planted. Let's destroy that seed. And I mean politically, not physically. Let's destroy these seeds from these small asswipe groups that think they can be heard. No, whenever you're big enough to play in the big leagues, that's when you play in the big leagues. You don't start off as a 7-year-old. You do not start off as a 7-year-old and want to play in Major League Baseball. You got to earn your way up there. You got to grow up. You got to get the skills to be a professional ball player. And I say the same about these transgender. Now, when you guys become the majority, and in this great country, the majority rules, when you become the majority, then it's whatever you want it to be, because that's what this democracy is built on. The majority rules. I'm tired of all these minorities. The asswipes in Ferguson, black and white. It ain't a racial thing. It's an idiot. It's a criminal thing over there. I'm tired of this transgender. I'm tired of all this crap. I'm tired of the gay and lesbian community. I'm all for you guys. Do what the hell you want to do. But don't upset my life. Don't upset the lives of everybody else to get what you want. Stay in your own subculture. When you become the majority, then rise up. But until you become the majority, as we all do in this great country where majority, the rule of law is majority rules, don't try to change my world. Don't try to upset my world or the good people of the state of Illinois or St. Clair County or this great country. Don't try to upset all of us because of your twerks and your tweets and whatever the hell else you got going in your bedroom. That's your business. It's not our business. And our business is to live in this great country free. And we want everybody to be free. But I'll be damned. I don't want you to take your philosophy and shove it down my throat, because I'm not going to shove mine down your throat. And hypothetically, of course, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting at its finest. America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio at its finest. And we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Yeah, what's this country coming to? We got to stand tall, people. You got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. We've got some more callers. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Hello, Bob?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I didn't know I was on yet.
Yes, you are. Go ahead, sir.
This is Ernie from Edinburgh, Illinois.
Ernie, wait, Ernie, where the hell is Edinburgh? I know there's an Edinburgh, Scotland somewhere.
Springfield, the capital city.
It's where at, Ernie? I'm sorry.
About 25 miles southeast of Springfield. You ever heard of Taylorville, Illinois?
Okay, yeah, sure.
We're just 8 miles north of Taylorville. We live out here in the middle of a cornfield.
Okay, well, I've been in a cornfield when I was in prison, and it wasn't pretty. But, Ernie, what's going on in your world, buddy?
I just wanted to call you and thank you. I first heard you in March of this year. We were down in Elsa celebrating our 44th anniversary.
That's a beautiful territory down there, isn't it, Ernie?
And I went back roading like I normally did and got lost. So we're out there listening. I tuned in AM 1430. I told my wife, I said, listen to this guy. Who is this guy? And I can get you clear up here between two stations on AM 1430. And I've been listening to tell my sons and friends, you got to listen to this guy. This guy's like Rush Limbaugh on steroids. I love what you're saying and what you're talking about. And I'm a religious man. I'm a Christian man. And we're on the same track. We're just taking... I'm holding back, and you're just saying it.
Hey, Ernie, we're taking different verbal routes, I guess, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are. Ernie, you pick it up strong in your area?
Not real strong. There's between two channels. I got to almost have a micrometer to tune it in.
But you hear us way up that way. Well, that's good.
Yes,
we've got a very strong signal. What do you think about my message, Ernie? I know you're a religious man.
It.
I got a lot of people listen, and I know
yes,
I may not say it the right way all the time, but it's not how you bring something; it's what you bring, don't you think?
Yes, sir. And I really appreciate all your colorful metaphors. Call him, I see him and hear him. I said, Bob, I just lost the job a month ago for being politically incorrect.
Well, Ernie, I feel for you, but see, in this great country, that's the problem, Ernie. We got to start being politically correct as crap. We got to be politically insane like Trump. We got to change. The system's not working. We got to take it a different direction. Don't you agree?
I agree, sir.
Well, Ernie, hey, thank you very much for the compliment. Thank you very much. And I would apologize for the language I use, but then I'd be a hypocrite because I do it for two reasons. Because I want to in this great country. Our brave military heroes fought and give me the right to speak my mind, not somebody else's mind, in my words, Ernie, not somebody else's words. And I want to thank them, and I will never, ever let our brave military heroes die in vain. I will exercise my First Amendment right, Ernie, until they cut my tongue out. And then when they do, I'm going to do my radio show in Braille. How's that?
There you go. We were down at Spirit St. Louis Air Show Sunday. And I almost started crying seeing the B-29 because my father flew on a B-29 in World War II. My father would be turning over in his grave if he saw what was going on in his country right now.
Yeah,
he was worried about it in the 60s.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And don't get me talking on veterans because that'll choke me up. And anybody, Ernie, and I'm going to let you go, anybody that says that men don't cry is a crazier, more ignorant son of a bitch than I am, because a man does cry. And if you don't cry about what's going on in this country, if you don't cry about your losses as a man, then you're not much, not you, but any of us aren't much of men.
I believe God made us to cry, and I told my sons that. I said, if you're not crying or you're not laughing, there's something wrong with you.
There you go. Ernie, thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you listening. Tell everybody up in Springfield we said hi.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Hey, I want to talk real quick. They tell me you read about what was going on in Caseyville, Illinois, and I want to salute Mayor Black. I think he's done a great job out in Caseyville, Illinois. He's been fighting his board for the whole time he's been there, and it's a shame when the mayor can't get cooperation from the board, but that's for another day. But somebody called me and told me on Facebook last night, and you guys know there was alleged at this point, alleged prostitution going on, alleged drug activity in this hotel in Caseyville. They said it was filthy as hell. Last night, the village board, they tell me 4-2, voted not to take their license. Now, they tell me John Buckley, Brenda Williams, G.W. Scott, and Walter Abernathy voted not to take the license. Now, you idiots, especially John Buckley, you no good piece of crap, you no good son of a bitch. This guy is the worst thing that ever happened to Caseyville. Him and his little protesting buddy out there. You know, he ain't got the guts to come out. He has his little protesting buddy do all the protesting, do everything. So, John Buckley, give me a call, you ignorant bastard. I want to ask you, as a representative of the beautiful village of Caseyville, Illinois, why would you and that asswipe Brenda Williams and the two other village trustees, why would you have not voted to shut down that nasty-ass hotel, that flea bag hotel? I'd like to know. You shouldn't worry about your concerns, your personal concerns, Buckley, and I think you know what I'm talking about. You should worry about the concerns of the great people of Caseyville, Illinois. But that's what's wrong, people. These politicians, you elect them to represent you, then they forget about you. But why? Why would not these 4 idiot board members not vote to shut that place down, that flea-infested, alleged house of prostitution, alleged drug ring? Why would you not? Why would you not have anything that you could hang your hat on? Anything that you could hang your hat on? Why would you not have shut it down? Because that's not representative of what the good people of Caseyville are all about. I know Mayor Black. I know he is upset. Well, I don't know personally. I know the man. I haven't talked with him, but I know he's got to be upset because Mayor Black would not tolerate that. He's got better values than that. He thinks more of the people of Caseyville than that. So you 4 board members, you asswipe, idiot, stupid son of a bitches out there in Caseyville, not the good people of Caseyville, but you asswipe bastards. I ask you, now can somebody give me a call? Somebody from Caseyville, let me know why. And don't say a legal issue, because they say it was so filthy it could have been shut down for health reasons. You're not that desperate for money in Caseyville to hurt the reputation of Caseyville. Now it's going to be all over YouTube, all over all the websites, that the leaders in Caseyville, not all of them, I don't think the mayor would be for it, and apparently 2 board members voted against it. It was a 4-2 vote. Apparently, Caseyville doesn't give a damn about their image. Apparently, Caseyville doesn't give a damn about their people. All they give a damn is about some money. Is that right, John Buckley? I remember a while back, he was begging me for a job. I remember a while back, and he talks about me like a dog. See, every time you try to help somebody, these asswipe bastards, you know, they bite you right in the ass. And he can bite me all over, if you know what I mean, Buckley, and I think you do. What's the problem, people? Why cannot people take a stand? Why cannot people represent the people that put them in office? I guarantee you the good people of Caseyville, they didn't want that place open. It doesn't affect them in a positive way. It loses a little bit of finances, but hell, Buckley, I'm just asking. You can go out and be a whore and make a few bucks. Are you going to sell what little well, you don't have any reputation to maintain, so that I can't even go there, Buckley, with you idiot. But it's not always about the buck. But when something like this makes the newspaper, and it was up in the Springfield paper, because when I was up in Springfield playing some politics a few days back, it made the Springfield paper, and I'm probably the Chicago paper. What do you think everybody out of Caseyville thinks of the people in the representation of Caseyville, Illinois, when the village board has the opportunity to shut that flea-infested, alleged dope, alleged prostitution house down, and they keep it open? That really reflects bad on the good people of Caseyville. So I got to say, John Buckley, Brenda Williams, G.W. Scott, and Walter Abernathy, I'm going to give you guys the Idiot of the Week award here at KQQZ and KZQZ because you guys are complete idiots. And be an idiot in your life. Don't be an idiot in the lives that affect the good people of Caseyville, Illinois. You people in Caseyville, hey, where's this idiot protester now? Why don't you go protest these people? No, they're because you're asswipe people. And where the hell's the protester been? They tell me the protester's not been around, whoever the hell he is. And I don't even know about who this pedophile protester may be, but they say he hasn't been around. But you ass-white politicians, John Buckley, Brenda Williams, G.W. Scott, Walter Abernathy, you guys ought to be ashamed of yourself. You had the opportunity to do something positive, to show the people in St. Clair County, the people all throughout this region, that the good people of Caseyville will not tolerate criminal activity. And you four idiots, you asswipe four idiots, have put Caseyville on the map for the wrong reason. You put Caseyville on the map for politicians who keep an alleged criminal business like that operating. A flea, they tell me it was so filthy there were roaches all over. Well, hey, maybe it was one of your relatives, Buckley. Maybe it was one of your roach relatives. And I do want to apologize to the roaches because they're not as bad as you, Buckley. But you people understand, I don't want to make light of this situation. Why in the hell would not these four idiots, John Buckley, Brenda Williams, G.W. Scott, and Walter Abernathy, they had the opportunity last night to shut this place down. You all read about it in the newspaper. They didn't do it. And the people of Caseyville deserve an answer, an honest answer. Buckley, Williams, Scott, Abernathy. There can't be a good answer. There can't even be an honest answer. Somebody can say, well, maybe it's for legal reasons. No, if the place is filthy, the hell with the alleged prostitution, the hell with the alleged drug activity. If it's filthy, it's a hotel for people to sleep in. The health department could have shut it down. So for these asswipe politicians to say, well, maybe it was a legal issue, it's not a legal issue. It's a political issue. And for some reason, Buckley and your group that you lead, for some reason, you wanted to keep it over. I want to ask you, Buckley, I just want to ask a personal question just between me and you. Have you ever been in that hotel? Have you ever, I'm asking, spent the night in that hotel? Or more so than that, have you ever, and I'm just asking, spend any time in that hotel, Buckley? I think that's the question that the people of Caseyville need to ask. Why would a guy be protecting a organization like that that's alleged to have prostitution, alleged to have drugs, a dirty, filthy place? Why would a village board member in Caseyville defend them? Why would a village board member in Caseyville not shut them down? That's the question, John Buckley, that I think the good people of Caseyville need to ask. And I'm asking, Buckley, give me a call, toll free, 1-888-394-1430. On the east side, 394-1190. I'm asking, Buckley, village trustee in Caseyville, Illinois, I'm asking you, why in the hell, when you had the opportunity to shut that place down, that place that makes the good people of Caseyville look bad, and that's a shame because there's a lot of great people in Caseyville. Why would you have that reflection on them, Buckley? Why would you not have demanded that that place be shut down at any cost? I'm asking, Buckley, is there a personal reason involved? Give me a call, Buckley. Defend yourself. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio at its finest, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud to be the Patriot. We've got some more callers. Don't have a lot of time, but let's go ahead. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Hey, Bob, you keep talking about St. Clair County corruption. How come Brandon Kelly doesn't clean it up? He was on the news the other night bragging about his integrity.
You know what, Rick? I got to agree with you. I think Brendan's a good family man, and you guys have heard me talk. If I don't like somebody personally, I say it. If I don't like somebody politically, I'll say it. I think Brendan Kelly's an honorable man. But here, Rick, here's the problem. He's playing with this culture of corruption. His job depends on the support of the culture of corruption. So did I just answer your question?
Oh, that man can't spell the word integrity. I'm telling you.
Where you live? Where you live at, Rick?
He raises his kids better than he watches out for us.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, I got to agree with you on that. Where do you live at, Rick?
Well, I live in Waterloo, but I got a lot of rental property in Cahokia.
Well, I'll tell you, Rick, it's probably better. You and a lot of other people have moved out of St. Clair County because of this atrocious situation. But, see, you're on the outside looking in. Now you can see what's going on. And what do you think about everybody else that used to live in St. Clair County? Why the hell do you think they left? I guess you know why.
Look at our tax bill. Look at the tax bills down here. Look at the tax buyers getting 38% interest on these poor people that can't pay their tax bills. Yep. 38%. The mafia doesn't charge that much.
Hey, Rick, thanks for the call. Thanks for everybody in Waterloo. And Rick made a great point. You know, they're taxing us to death because they got to keep jobs for their family, their friend. Barra Civic's got 12, 15 family members working. Down in East St. Louis, my opposition, Greenwood. Her dad's working, she's working, her cousin's working. Everybody down in East St. Louis that's a Greenwood's working. And now they want even more? That's the greed. That's the greed of people. And that's what we have to stop. We have to stop that in St. Clair County. And I think November the 8th of this year, people, it's time to make a change. It's that Trump mentality. We got to be politically insane because if not, they're going to kill us. We've got another caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Mr. Romanik?
Yes, sir.
I live next door to that motel down there, and I can assure you there's prostitution, there's drugs. They go over to the church across the street from my house and shoot up heroin over there and leave their hypodermic needles by the playground. They throw them in my yard.
Sir, what do you think? John? Why do you think John Buckley voted to keep it open? Do you have any idea?
Well, I have no idea, but they ought to live where I live, and they wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I don't know, but you say you have seen alleged prostitution and dope activity, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
Why?
No doubt.
Sir, why? Answer me this question. Why do you think an idiot like John Buckley, Brenda Williams, G.W. Scott, and Walter Abernathy, people that the good people of Kaysville have elected to represent them, why the hell do you think these bastards, when they had the opportunity to shut that down, to help the people in your neighborhood and to help make the image of Kaysville better, why the hell do you think personally that they wouldn't have done it?
Mr. Romanik, I have no idea, but I guarantee you one thing. If they lived where I did, they wouldn't have did that. And unless they're getting some kind of kickback or something from them people.
Well, that's what a lot of people are saying, so we don't know. But, sir, hey, best of luck to you over there. Go to your village board meeting and let that stupid Buckley know that if he lived next door to this stuff, he wouldn't tolerate it, and that you're not going to tolerate it, sir. And thank you very much for the call.
Thank you.
Yes, sir, Mike. See, that's the problem, people. These politicians, it's always do as I say, not as I do. Do you think this asswipe Buckley, well, maybe he'd like living next door to an alleged dope den, an alleged house of prostitution, and a filthy place. Buckley, you heard that one of your constituents. Do you have an interest? I'm just asking, do you have an interest? If not, I'd like to know, and the good people of Kaysville would like to know why you didn't shut that down. And I know you're the leader. I know you're the leader of that asswipe group. They've been bad. Buckley's been bad for Kaysville ever since he's been elected. Hey, tomorrow, we're going to talk about it today. As always, don't have enough time. Governor Rauner down in Fairmont City yesterday, and somebody said, hey, he's a Republican, Bob. You can't criticize him. I said, are you nuts? I'll criticize both sides of the political aisle, Democrat and Republican. If I think something's wrong, it's not about party politics. It's not about Democrat or Republican. It's about the good of the people, not the politicians. So I'll be damned. Whether I'm elected or not, I'm going to be an independent. I'm going to represent the people. And this guy to tell me, you can't talk about, I can talk about any damn body I want. And if I think they're wrong, they're going to be wrong. If I get elected and Rauner does something wrong, I'm going to be all over his ass. If Madigan does something wrong, I'm going to be all over his ass. I'm not going to play politics up in Springfield. I'm going to represent my people in the 114th Legislative District, something that nobody does. They don't give a damn about the people. They give a damn about perpetuating their political careers. And I'll be damned, I ain't got much life left, let alone a political career. I'm going to go up there and make a difference. I'm not going to care about making a friend in Springfield. Who gives a damn? And also, for the proud black community, Bob Sprague and Garrett Harner. And we're going to be into this all day tomorrow. This is egregious. These two guys want every black vote all throughout St. Clair County. They go down to East St. Louis. We don't care how you get the votes, just get them. And it's totally wrong. But now they tell me a lot of the good people in East St. Louis are suffering from cancer. Cancer that was alleged to be gotten by all the fumes that come out of Sauget, Illinois. You know, Rich Sauget, Kern's good buddy, Sprague's good buddy. They don't ever stop that stuff. But a lot of proud black people all throughout below the hill have gotten cancer because of this alleged cancerous fumes that come up every day in Sauget, and you people see it. Sprague, Garrett Harner, they'll all ask for the black support. Harner's making $500,000 down at the school district. Sprague's making probably $1 million with all his political hookups. These guys are fighting against the good people of East St. Louis, and we're going to get into it strong. They asked for your support, proud black community below the hill, but now they're representing the Monsanto concerns. They're representing the Cyril Copper concerns, the concerns that are being sued because of the alleged cancerous fumes that come out of those smokestacks in Sauget. They're fighting to keep the people from East St. Louis from getting any money. Do you understand? Sprague and Garrett Harner, God, I'd rather piss in my pants than piss in a urinal. Sprague, that idiot-ass white bastard. They're fighting. They're representing Monsanto and Cyril Brass in the fight for money for these cancer victims. They're telling people, we're not going to get them any money. They don't deserve any money. But in the next breath, they'll say, but give us your vote. Bring us all your Democratic votes. Do you see how hypocritical these bastards are? You see how hypocritical Sprague and Kern and Barra-Civic and the St. Clair County culture of corruption is? They'll ask for your vote down in East St. Louis, but then when you try to sue because your good people are getting cancer from the cancerous fumes out of Sauget, Illinois, the alleged cancerous fumes, of course, Sprague and Garrett Harner are going to flip the script because they tell me, and I don't know, they tell me Sprague is making $50,000 a month retainer fee. And I don't know if that's true. We're researching it, but I personally would believe it's true. $50,000 a month representing Monsanto and Cyril Brass organizations to fight against the proud black community getting compensation for the cancerous situation that they're involved in. How hypocritical is that? You people have finally found out about God Sprague and the St. Clair County Democratic culture of corruption. A lot of good Democrats, a lot of good Republicans. Let's don't cast a bad light on these good people. It's just the few and far between. These guys have hijacked the Democratic Party. Sprague, Kern, Barra-Civic, it's time to get rid of them people all throughout this county. They're a cancer in themselves. It's time to rid St. Clair County of this political cancer. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you've been listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place, when we'll be fighting for truth, justice, and the American way. Hell, we don't know what the American way is with this transgender crap, with this homosexual crap, with this lesbian crap, with this, all this crap. Damn, hey, this country, I tell you, we don't need a laxative because we're crapping all over the place. But let's continue, people, on a serious note, to research this situation, to come together as the vast, great majority, and let's make a difference. Let's continue to unite, to expose these rotten bastard political parasitical punks, these perverted punks, these transgender, probably transgender, because they don't know what the hell they are, political punks that we call politicians. And when it's all said and done, we got to do what we got to do. We got to pay taxes, we got to die, and we got to get rid, we got to destroy this culture of corruption in St. Clair County before it destroys us. Destroy them politically, of course. Right here on the dark side.
They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time. And I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away.